Good morning. Today we're looking at The Devil's Novice, a medieval whodunit by Alice Peters. It's another Brother Cadfael, and it's actually the 8th in the Chronicle of Brother Cadfael mysteries. And we start out with a young man who comes with his father wants to become a member, wants to be a monk. He wants to become a brother, and he comes to the abbey to appeal to be accepted for training and to be a member of the abbey. He's from a very wealthy family, has one older brother, and he comes with his father in the rain, and as Cadfael watches them, he notices that the father and son are not very happy with each other and bristling at each other, and at the time of parting, don't hug, kiss, anything else. The father just leaves his son there, goodbye forever type thing, and so he immediately has intended to go up and say, there's something going on here that we need to get to and find out what's going on. But initially, the novice stays with other novices, and I found that there were two that were left there, a 5-month-old and then this young man. He is 19. And so it was voted before he ever came that he would be the one to be accepted rather than the 5-year-old, because the 5-year-old would cause Brother Mark, who has to do all the training with the novices and has their education classes. And I found a lot about how someone becomes a novice and becomes a monk, or becomes a brother, or doesn't become a brother. But what the situation is. There were a number of monetary and other reasons why Brother Mark would want this novice selected over the 5-year-old, because he said, if there's a 5-year-old, my whole class is disrupted. All my training is geared towards older young men. But the whole procedure is explained in the first part of the book. It's very interesting. And this novice, they all have their beds all together in a room, and this particular young man wakes everyone up with screaming and hollering and in the middle of the night, and so they have to remove him because he gets the other young students all upset, and he wakes up anybody who's within hearing distance. So he's taken by Cadfael to St. Giles, and you have heard about St. Giles from the leper of St. Giles. That's where all the lepers are kept. And he goes there, and to keep him from disturbing the sleep of the other lepers, he has a room set up over the stables, and that way no one, and he's very happy with this, and that way no one can hear him if he hollers out. But Mark sneaks out there and stands at the bottom of the steps that go up to the loft, and every once in a while to see if he's sleeping all right. Everything seems to be going well. But they want to get to the bottom of this, because this young man cannot remember why. When he wakes up, he has no recollection of Marriott, is his name, and he has no recollection of having any nightmares, of what he would be terrified of. And so we've got a mystery already. What is going on with this young man? And is this disturbed emotionally and mentally disturbed person? Is that why he's wanting to become a monk? And he keeps wanting him to no, I don't want to wait that long. I want to be a monk right now. I want to swear me in right now. Make me a member right now. No, there's a certain amount of time you have. He doesn't want to leave any time. He wants to be there now. So we're curious as to why he's in such a rush to be accepted, and that is part of the mystery. Then we won't go into all the other mysteries that involve, like the one of you're going to go down one road after another in this one. It's fascinating, fascinating, and I hope you pick up this book. I don't know. I really enjoy reading these in a consecutive order because we also have, of course, the war between King Stephen going on, and Maud is still part, and her people are, and so there's all kinds of conflict there. And of course, as a baron, as a man of wealth and estate, this young man's father knows all of the hierarchy in the area. It's just so involving. It's so gripping, and once you start reading it, you don't want to put it down. It's another Cadfael book that enlightens you about politics and about the time, and it's not only relevant to medieval, it relates to somebody in these times, and you'll like it. You'll really like it. So pick this one up, and I'm going on to A Dead Man's Ransom, which is the 9th book, I believe, if I could count, in the Cadfael series. So until then, happy reading.